Hello and welcome to the EMP Tech Group. Back up in the Nerve Center with Chris Compton, which means we're here to talk about some nice, cool software technology thing that you've discovered. Just reintroducing you, Chris. You do a lot of things in the company. You do our MCL programming, you do our wireless site surveys, and you're kind of the main custodian of SOTI for us. You and Chad and George and some others, but you kind of really have your head in SOTI the most. And you kind of came to me with this video as an idea because you've got a new exciting feature that SOTI has baked into X-Sight. It's part of tracking mobile computers. You've actually got one of our biggest customers coming here next week to show this to them live. So you were kind of prepping that demo up, and I thought we'd take a minute and show everybody what this is all about. So tell me what you got.
Yeah, so in 2026, SOTI X-Sight, they've added a feature for hunting the device. So they added live view a little bit ago, and now you have an actual hunting. So you can look at sorting through a device. If you think that it's lost, you can actually auto move devices to a hunt if it's been offline or something to that effect. But you can actually do it on device, and you can do it from the X-Sight console, which is what we'll go over today.
So before, you could really based on what Wi-Fi setup you had, you could locate a device in your facility, right?
Correct.
And you could definitely tell what access point it was associated with and track things that way, and maybe even do some locating as well, right?
Yes. 2025 introduced actual locationing. So if you have the right Wi-Fi setup, you could find devices based on access point and actually within a couple of feet of the...
By triangulating.
By triangulating it. But of course you had to have a lot of access points and have the correct setup and plugins.
So they continue to embellish that, and this hunting feature is what you're talking about, and that's what you're going to show us.
Correct.
Cool.
So right here I have a device in SOTI Mobi Control, and let's just say I can't find it. Somebody came to me and said that they set it down on a pallet. Yeah, but it's still online. So you can come in here, select it. I can go to live view directly from here. And then this is the mapping system that we were just talking about. This is something that has been around. So you kind of know where the device is. It's this little green dot, but that doesn't really help you. Like
if it's a huge place and it's a big area.
Well, for instance,
maybe it's hidden somewhere too, right?
It could be hidden, or like for us, right? 4 access points work for this company. It's not good for triangulating. So you have to have quite a few more access points. You know, this is a general area. So let's say it was in a desk or something and you want to actually find it. So there's 2 ways to do it. You can use the device, or you can come here and request a hunt. So from the device I can request a hunt, or
which doesn't make sense because you don't know where the device is right now. And by the way, this is what, a TC58?
This is the 58 and this is the M45.
Okay.
So if I wanted it to be hunted, I could come in here into X-Sight. So I'm in our analytics, and so we can see all the analytics in X-Sight, and I can come down here and select a device, and I can come over here and tell it that I want it to be hunted, or I can force it into a hunter session manager. So if I say that I want it hunted, it's going to show that it actually is connected, what its battery status is. It's going to actually tell me the closest devices to it.
Oh,
so I could actually open up a chat with this person and be like, look, I'm going to request you to hunt this device, or something to that effect.
Okay.
So it actually does tell you the devices that are close to it. And then once you're next through that, you can...
which in this case is that device, right? This EM45 is showing up as close to it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So once that's done, you can come through. So once that's accessed, I can then grab a device. Like I said, on this TC58, it showed me which devices were close.
Okay, so you're hunting this device and you're using this device to hunt it.
Correct.
Okay.
So when I come to the device, if you open up X-Sight, you can see now that there's a hunt. So find a device. And there's been 1 request to hunt a device.
Okay.
So I come in here. This is password protected. Obviously, this is something you wouldn't want every single person to be able to get into. You can bypass this. That feature where I said the override, I could have bypassed it.
Okay.
But in this case, I didn't bypass it for time's sake. So in this case, you'll see that there's devices on here. if I select a device, I can tell it to remove it from the list because I'm now an admin. I found it, or I want to hunt it. So if I hit hunt, it's going to come over here. It's going to give me a general view from the map system of where it is, you know, battery, everything else, and how close I am. And then if I hit hunt, it's going to ask me to send a message to the person first. So I could say, you know,
to this device.
Yes.
You're saying person, but ideally this is in a box somewhere.
Correct.
And nobody can find it.
Supervisor is trying to find device. The nice thing about this is this is all recorded, right? So this is all going back to SOTI as I'm doing these things. So like if you had a device that magically disappears 100 times, you'd know that, you know, this person lost it 100 times. Yeah, you'd have full history. So then once you do this, you get this screen. So as you see, this screen is using BLE, so it's using Bluetooth. You know, it's not perfect, but as you'll see as I walk farther away, the arrow will kind of manage to move around and try to tell you basically how close you are.
Okay.
But let's say this is, you know, of course, hidden.
Yep.
You have a couple of different options. You can play a siren, vibrate it, or flash it, or all.
You got to play a siren. That's why we're here. Come on.
That's exactly it. So then once you do that, you can hit start.
Okay.
This actually does manage the volume. So even if they had the volume all the way down, this bumps the volume all the way up. It overrides it. So then obviously that's fairly annoying.
Yes.
So then you hit stop. And if you said that I found it, so now once you come back, you can come back here, select it again, and say found.
Okay.
Now it's off the list.
Okay. And I assume back on the console, whoever wanted this to be found is notified as well.
Yeah. This will go out of and say that it's now in.
Okay, that it's been found.
Yep.
I assume that you don't necessarily have to find a device near it and interrupt that worker. You could have your dedicated find device, right?
Correct.
And you could go, okay, I know it's in the area of this access point.
Yeah.
So, but it's in a box somewhere, or somebody's put it somewhere we can't find it.
Yep.
It's on top of the vending machine. It's wherever. Then you could do that, and you could just listen for that sound and walk around and find it.
Yeah, and one thing kind of cool about this, matter of fact, I was just on the phone with a customer, and they have two devices that we're trying to get OS updates, but they can't find them. They don't have them. But they're actually being used. Like I can literally see them live being used. So I could message them or something. In theory, they could actually come in here.
You could just turn the
on the
siren
device.
on.
Yeah. They could come in here on the device, and they could actually select that group, you know, whatever group that is, and they could actually select the devices and hunt them themselves.
Okay.
If you're a supervisor or something. So no, you don't even need the console for that.
Yeah.
As long as you've given supervisors and whatnot that password.
Okay, nice.
So it's kind of nice.
You know, it's been a long time coming. That, you know, for 10 years now we've been saying, why can't you just locate devices, right?
Yeah.
Mobile computers, outside of the four walls you can.
Right.
I mean, any Android, any Apple device, you can find that device. But inside the four walls, finding a device, that's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
And it keeps getting better. Zebra has a device finder. SOTI has one baked into EM-Sight, and now they're enhancing it and making it even better, able to, you know, make the device make a siren or do different things to aid in that finding process.
Yeah, and we're
hunting process. Let me say it right.
Yeah, and we even work with SOTI. We've even mentioned to them the Wi-Fi standards now have location capabilities, RTTLS, and so we're trying to work with them to move more to that system than the current system.
Which I'm being told is where they're going. So,
and the current system is using backend, Cisco, Extreme, and all them, but that's too cumbersome and expensive. So the fact is the Wi-Fi technologies are there. And think about that. If this hunt feature works this well now, when you get to the Wi-Fi standards, you will know within literally inches of where the device is.
Yeah.
So
got it.
Be good.
Cool. All right. Thanks for staying up on all this latest cool stuff. Thanks for sharing it with our customers. Thanks for sharing it with the world. Chris is always here to help our customers with these technologies. Don't forget to like and subscribe to these videos. That helps us. And thank you for visiting with us today at the EMP Tech Group, which is emptechgroup.com. Thanks again.